Well, it is Thursday, October 5th, and today is the third and final full day of my time up here. That's how it goes, and it's not a surprise that time goes by quickly. But I've been doing the best that I know how to do with it to, enjoy it and create memories and have experiences and stuff like that. Not that I can ever, document or capture it with, but just living it, and that'll just be have to be good enough. And I believe it is for whatever good it does or whatever it all means. And I didn't record yesterday just because I was pretty tired. It was a full day, and I didn't get back here until pretty late because I was just visiting um, family, which I really don't get a chance to say those words in that particular combination very much. And yeah, and I was also having a good time, which also I don't get to use those words in that combination very frequently. So just in brief, because I have to get going. Yesterday, the day was, as I had already been out for the sunrise, and it was overcast yesterday morning, so I didn't go out. It was just going to be cloudy. And I'd run the previous day, so I wasn't going to run again yesterday. So that meant, it's like, well, don't really have any other plans, but, have breakfast, here. But then I thought, well, I'll see if my brother wants to do something. He had already extended an open invitation to, check to see what's going on and what they have time for and stuff like that. And so I did, and he was not available to meet me, to go to breakfast here. But after taking care of some errands, I could meet him at another place. So that's what I did, but that place was closed, so we ended up at the place where his wife works, and went there for a late breakfast. And the only reason we didn't go there in the first place is because that's where she works, and so it's like she doesn't need to be there in her off time too. Anyway, and she was dropping off her car for repairs, and so he had to take her to, drop off her car and then drive her back. And so anyway, and then after that we went to this little park. I think it was called Straight Lake Park, and they apparently do camping there sometimes. But it was a nice park, small, but off the beaten path. And after we just took a little walk around there, a little sightseeing, to walk off some calories, I guess. They went back to their place, and I just decided, well, I should take care of some of my own local business while I'm here, while I'm physically present, and I can communicate better. It's like over the phone, I just have a difficult time explaining what it is that I'm trying to do. And so it's like I have a local bank up here, and I wanted to close one of the accounts and just kind of direct the money into just the one account. So just closing one, keeping the other. And so I did go to the nearest branch, and then I got that done, which felt good, getting that accomplished, because I've been thinking about it for a long time. And then I didn't really know what to do. So I was like, well, I could go back to the hotel and then take a nap. Shouldn't I do something more? So I decided to go against what, and I said, well, I'll just show up at my brother's place, because he had said that was okay. And so that's what I did. And then I just kind of hung out there all day. And, then in the evening time, we had our planned dinner. But yeah, in the meantime, I was just there all day. We just hung out and talked, and it was good. Because we hadn't done that, or had time to do that in a long time. Because since I moved away from this area, or I was spirited away from this area in 2016, I've been back. This is my third time that I've been back. First time was in like 2020, and I had a friend with me to make sure. He was kind of like a chaperone almost, an invited chaperone, just to make sure I was going to be okay. It was going to be kind of emotional, or at least I wasn't sure how I was going to be back here for the first time after so long. And it was good to have company. But yeah, it was stressful having company. And then I came back a second time the following year, I guess, in 2021 by myself, and then I had a better visit. And then that was, towards the time when my mom's health was failing, so I started having to pay a lot more attention to that. And then any time off I had, I'd go back the other direction and head over there to visit her and spend time with her. Which I guess was the correct. I guess I understood correctly what I don't know. What is the correct? What was right? I did what I thought I needed to do for me and for the people around me to be respectful and considerate and sensitive to issues, and because not everything's about me and stuff. So, and this is my third time. And again, yesterday we, after dinner, had a campfire out in the woods, and yeah, and then there was talking about maybe putting on a movie or something, but I was like, I was tired by that point, and really tired, and my eyes were tired, and I needed to take out my contacts, and irritation from cats, dander, and fur, and which I'm not usually that bad about, but with contacts, it can be if my eyes are already irritated and dry. And then the smoke from the campfire, it's like, I need to take out my contacts. And I was just tired anyway. So I got back here, and I just kind of slept. And now this morning, the sun is rising out there, as it is wont to do. And it's a beautiful morning. I decided against going to capture the sunrise. I got the sunrise already. Everyone's a little bit different, but I've decided I'm going to go for a run. And it is getting cooler out there. So this will be a much cooler run than it was on Tuesday, by about 20 degrees Fahrenheit. But still comfortable enough for me to be out there in light clothing. That's what I know. And I should probably get to it. So this isn't going to be as long as what some of my stories are. But I did want to give myself some sort of idea of the timeline of what I was doing on which day and how I felt about it and my final thoughts. And I just looked down at the parking lot and, hey, there's a Jetta. It looks like mine. Oh, that is mine. That is my Jetta. I forget. Because I traded in the old Jetta in July and got a new Jetta. And that one still doesn't strike me as looking like mine. It's like, oh, it looks like, oh, it is mine. That's right. I don't have the other one any longer. So, anyway. Yeah. And then after I get back from the run, just get back here, get cleaned up, eat some of the food that I'm going to go pilfer, rightfully so, from the downstairs breakfast and have it ready for me. So when I'm back, because breakfast will be the service will be done. But I can't, I don't want to eat now. But I will be hungry later. And yeah, so. And I'll just have to just remind myself to take it all in. This, it's like when I was running on the CNO canal back in April, visiting there by myself for no particular reason. I decided to take a vacation back in my home state and just spend time there by myself. And I was also, visiting my old childhood home to collect whatever I wanted to keep and keep it from disappearing forever. But when I was out there running on the trails, it's like, yeah, this might be the last. I just was aware that everything I did, everything I saw, might be the last time I ever am there, or ever doing it, or ever seeing it. So I was just really trying to appreciate and document and let it sear into my mind, just feel it. And so I feel like I managed that in some way. So I'm going to do that again. I did it on Tuesday. I'm going to do it again today. Really try to remember the sensations and the sounds and the sights and the feel, just everything about it. So, really live it. More as like other days when I'm just in my regular routine work schedule. It's just I feel like, just like an automaton. I'm just going through the motions. I don't remember the days. The days just run together and are basically meaningless, which is sad. But these days, it's like, not that all days aren't ones to remember it, but there are just some days present themselves with slightly different potentials and possibilities and opportunities. So make the most of those days as they appear, because before I know it, I'll be back to my regular routine. For now. It's only my regular routine because I submit to it and allow it to be. It doesn't have to be. I can do other things. I can, So that's a little exciting. And it is becoming a thing of greater presence and concern to make some adjustments. Because otherwise it's like, well, what is my long-term plan? Is that enough? Is that enough for me to be satisfied? Or would I like to do something different or be somewhere different? Not that it's like I always take myself with me no matter where I go, but it's like I could enjoy my environment more. That's for sure. So, anyway. And I feel like better about myself if I feel like I'm in a better environment. That's more hospitable. So, I'm not always feeling like I'm under attack or under threat or needing to be in defense mode and having to explain myself and things like that. Yeah, that's not fun. And also where I feel like I can't be myself and I have to censor myself for fear of offending people or of being misunderstood or misinterpreted or, any number of things. So, anyway, those are my thoughts on this Thursday, October 5th, 2023. Just waking up and the sun has risen. And I'm going to go check out what the day brings. Go from there. It's a plan. And I'm going to try something. I'm going to pick up the laptop and show the outdoor scenery. So this might not work, so forgive me if it doesn't. I'll make sure the cord has enough slack. Yeah, that worked out okay. Oh, anyway, that's just the view out my window. I don't know what it looks like on here, but I like being on the top floor. If I ever come up here again, which I probably will, I'm going to make sure to request being on the top floor. And also, do I want to be facing, that's north, facing out this window, that's north. The southern windows just face like a, kind of like a forested area, which then turns into a residential development. But this has a much, I think, a longer view. You can see